How you doing, guys? This is Roger Escobar from Shadowlight Paratube. You guys just saw a demonstration of a modified doorknob security alarm that I plan on using for some paranormal investigations. It is basically a proximity sensor. There's actually no need to actually touch the wire as it goes off, as long as any sort of conductive any sort of object with conductive properties comes into contact or in the proximity, it'll set off the buzzer alarm. And of course, the theory that entities or shadows or things that manifest carry some sort of conductive properties or are made of energy themselves could potentially easily set this off. Again, this also gets set off unfortunately, by very, very, very strong radio signals. So if you're using walkie-talkies around it, just be careful not to get too excited about some false positives. This is modified in a few ways. I just strengthened the cable so it can be a little longer. A little stronger, so it's not so flimsy. It's the same length. I also added an LED right here, and I took the original battery clips out of the housing because they were just awful and it wouldn't fit inside correctly, and it was really hard to make work. So I just put a little pigtail for a 9-volt in there, and makes it much easier. And let me show you the internals here. I'll show you exactly how I did all that stuff. I have one here that I have already opened up. So here you go. I'll just take off the back. Takes 2 screws, comes right off. Okay, so here we go. Here, the cable is connected right here, and somewhere along the lines connected to the proximity sensor. It's just a closed circuit that again senses proximity, anything with conductive properties. I just put some shrink tubing right here, just to keep it sturdy, so this would stick up more like an antenna. That's all I wanted to do there. Also, you can see I added this LED. Okay, I took a flat file and just kind of filed out a notch, very similar to this one, but on this side, so I can get the pins of the LED to just sit inside. And I also put some shrink tubing around them once I soldered some wire onto it. And I just stuck some hot glue on it in some areas so it could stick. I know it's really messy. Hopefully in the future I'll make some that are a little cleaner. And I just piggybacked onto the leads to the speaker, which are right here. Here's a negative, and here's the positive. And you see the other cables on the bottom here that run straight to the speaker. And again, with the battery terminal, I just made a little 9-volt pigtail out of something I had laying around so I could make it small enough. I just chopped it up. But this again connects to the positive and the negative battery leads right here, the source for the power here. And the only thing I do need to let you guys know is that once you piggyback this way without using any sort of other, resistors or making it work any other way, it does draw power from the speaker of the little alarm, so it won't be as loud, but I found that you can still hear it from another room, especially in a situation where it should be nice and quiet. Okay, and also I noticed that on the other one that I modified, it did affect the pitch. So just know that it's not a, for sure 100% that it does not affect the device. It will affect the performance of the device a little bit, but it's a little easier to see in the dark, and it's actually a good volume. So you can see that I think it would be very effective based on the theory that, again, an entity or fluctuations in energy could potentially trigger this, much like a Mel K2 RAM or a REM pod, or any of those sorts of other specific ghost hunting paranormal equipment. And so that's my modification to this little device. I got these on eBay for, I don't know, about two for like $12. I only found one seller in the US. I'll try to put the link in the description below. They are out of stock if you guys wanted to do this. But there are a lot of Chinese vendors, which I guess are, they have a lot of good feedback. So if you want to try that, I won't. I'll wait till the US seller has some in stock. Well, anyways, that is my simple modification of a proximity sensor for the use in paranormal investigation. Some homemade tools that you guys can use at home, and they're super cheap and inexpensive, and we'll see if they work out. Alright guys, thanks for watching.